Evgeniy, fancy meeting you here.
Always a pleasure.
I always enjoy seeing you, my friend, wherever it might be. Where was the last time? Was it in Toronto?
No, I think it was actually in RSA.
That's right, RSA, San Francisco.
Yes,
That's right.
in RSA. And then before that in Toronto, and you guys hope coming to sector as well? Or?
Yeah, that's half the
Debatable?
plan at the moment. It's right up the road from me.
Okay.
So it's easy to get to. So what, you been to Black Hat?
You know what? Surprisingly, no. I've been
Your first one?
Yes, I've been many times at RSA,
Right.
but I've never been in Black Hat.
Okay.
So first time.
No interest, or just didn't line up, or what's the story?
Because I spent 17 years with Herjavec Group, MSSP and VAR, there was no
Yeah.
business with us here, so
Different
we
audience.
never went. But I was supporting MGM for quite a long time, so I was in Vegas every couple of weeks for MGM. So I was still in Vegas in a way, but not just in a show.
Right. Did you enjoy Vegas when you came out?
You don't have time to enjoy when you come to work. Usually stuck in the office, but still you go on a strip in the evening, you have a nice dinner.
Yeah, dinners are good here. What have you been up to this week? When did you get in?
So I get in on Monday and basically representing Discern as much as possible. I was checking where it is exactly.
Who do you work for?
Who you work for.
Oh,
So
yeah,
represent the company, meeting customers, meeting
yeah.
potential technical partners, because we do connect many other vendors in cyber. So meeting technical partners, we actually presented with Bitdefender, one of our partners. I did today and yesterday presentation in their booth. Meeting friends like you and others. There's a lot of meeting my mafia for the Russian-speaking mafia as well. There's at least 20 of us here.
Nice. What'd you do with them?
We usually try to do some kind of a dinner or beer, but everybody was doing something, working, so we just met in places, meet, to just have a small drink, and up you go. There's not enough time. There's always something to do.
I know. Well, you know, I always appreciate you, and you're one of the first people that reached out and said, "I'm going to be in town. Can we see each other?" So I appreciate that. You're always very welcome. You do these events, and I think you're in the middle of updating the strategy and the plan for those. But the skiing events, the biking events, what's going on?
The idea came, for people that don't know, the idea came about 4 years ago. I was doing a snowboard instructor training, and I really like the interaction between people. So like, if you go and play golf, you're stuck with 3 people for 3 hours. If you come skiing, you go on a lift for 2-3 minutes, depending on which mountain you are. In Toronto, we have small mountains.
Right.
So you can do your elevator pitch. And if the other person like you, you stay together. If he doesn't like you, guys ski different ways. And for people that skiing, it's quite normal to speak with people that near you on a lift. The idea came from there, and it's an amazing way to connect with other individuals. We have few private hills in Toronto, so we're able to find a private hill. And our first event was around 220 people, and then 250, perfect number. Not too many speaking engagement, just people share the love, connect, talk, and do some business as well.
Yeah. So you've transformed the elevator pitch to the gondola pitch.
To the gondola pitch, and I think it worked quite well. So we'll see. We're checking a few other ideas and opportunities.
And if they over pitch, you can push them down the hill?
Yeah, but then the insurance kick in, there's some kind of misunderstanding about family, what happened with my husband and my wife.
Oh boy. So what's, not necessarily about the company you're working for, but maybe anything stick out to you this week in terms of what people are obviously
Definitely.
AI.
A lot of AI, a lot of confusion about AI. So the single part...
Confusion?
Yes, a lot of confusion about AI, because every company added AI. But if you're a CISO, to think about that, I'm a CISO, I'm a solution architect, I'm a director. Do I have time to understand exactly what does AI mean for every company? Pitch me. I have stuff to do in the company. I have stuff to fix inside my company. So when I walk around and everybody say AI here, AI there, how do I distill? How do I discern the information? It's quite hard. So this is a problem. Definitely, the automation part makes sense. Can we understand what can be done? Can we automate? Can AI help us to do it faster? So this is the part that where we're going with this. We're trying or working hard to replace human labor or manual labor with AI. We can say maybe bad or good, but if you look in the history, we had horses and we have cars.
So I haven't come across them yet. I'm sure they're down there. there are companies looking at AI security, right, protecting the systems and the privacy and a lot of things. But the most of the stuff I see is applying AI to security parts.
Yes.
From vulnerability management to detection to response to writing policies to reporting and compliance, you name it. And I see a wide range of very specific use cases to we've built a platform where you can do anything you want.
In
theory. So I don't know what your experience is with that kind of range of
everything. If you look on the ecosystem, we have more than 4,000 different vendors right now.
Right.
Each of them has some kind of flavor of AI right now as well. There is definitely vendors that help you to secure what happened with the LLM. And the interesting space there is if you, a company, we were just talking to one of the hardware company today, they have more than 100 different LLMs inside their product.
100 LLMs.
Yes, they're doing something for them, but there's probably much more. So basically, companies innovating inside the companies, banks, insurance companies, is they're creating functions inside. And you want to protect this LLMs inside, what access they have, what information they can give you. If you ask them questions about, if you're in a bank and you have to question about insurance, would it give you just information and give you Sean Evgeniy insurance number as well, or insurance information? Because there's definitely a lot of stuff there. And the part that people talk about it, but not a lot, but everybody knows about, is the hallucinations. Is it actually giving the correct information? And would I act on this information? There was a lot of study done about medical. Do I want AI to give me medical information? Can it give me an advice? Would it tell me that I'm taking something else? They did tests about psychology. There was tests about lawyers as well. So we're not there yet. We're going, but the moment we fix hallucination, I think Elon Musk, Grok 4, claimed that he fixed a lot of the stuff, but maybe he just rewrote it in his own way. I don't know. I don't want to comment on that information. But we have bad use cases of AI. We have amazingly good uses of AI. And the industry really needs people to help understand what to do with it. So it's going to be AI security consulting people.
Right.
But we can ask people that are watching us right now, if you're a company, would you hire someone, would you pay somebody money to evaluate product that has AI security and does it good or bad? Or you were not going to want to pay, or would you want your vendor to recommend you, or maybe you want your value-added reseller to recommend you? I'm kind of laughing on the V part because it doesn't exist anymore.
Right. So the one thing that I find inspiring is if you take it all the way to production, then you have to be very careful. But what I find inspiring is it's a safe place to explore ideas and explore new ways of thinking about a particular process or a particular workflow or trying to achieve an outcome. And I was talking to somebody earlier and I didn't get quite the answer I thought I would, but the idea I was thinking about was, are there things that companies can't do today because the manual processes are just so taxing, so costly, that they never built anything for it?
Yes.
They just don't do that part of the business, or they don't do anything. And with AI and with agents, perhaps there are workflows now that can be developed.
There is parts.
Yeah.
Actually, a good friend of mine, he's in patents, IP management, and not many people doing reverse searching because it's very, very costly. But with AI, you can do it cheaper, so now you can start doing this. In security, for example, we assemble all this data, but we not always look on all the data because it's maybe expensive. AI can help us there as well. Of course, you have SIEM and XDR, so the big data component. And in many cases, we would like to do stuff, but we don't really able to do it because it may be very expensive. Right. I think the ideas that come to my mind is user behavior. Can I do user behavior on a larger scale? But back to hallucinations problem, you know. Would the AI give me information or not? Because my view and my kind of vision is that AI will find user behavior cases that I didn't think about. Is what I would like it to do. It's artificial intelligence, okay? Not just machine learning and mathematical algorithms. So if I give you a bunch of data from my application security, from my EDR, from my behavior, how do I log in, when do I brush my teeth, would it give me more information? Would it be able to tell me that somebody, Sean or Evgeniy, now becoming a risk in my company? They suddenly uploading files, they're suddenly checking different pages, there's something changing in behavior. There's a lot of information, and we find not even a needle in the stack. We're talking about like a mini thing, but then start connecting the dots. This is where I would like the AI to take us, to help us with this. Back to medical problems, we used to say, okay, I have all this data, how can I overcome sugar problem, blood, or this? The claim is if I have all this data, how not overcome this problem, what I need to do, then Sean will have a better life in general.
Yeah.
You know, how, like, can I look on all the stats and improve Evgeny's sleep?
Right.
You know, or snoring.
That's right. Cut the snoring.
If you overcome snoring, we're probably going to save a lot of marriages.
Very, very rich. Yeah, exactly. If you can solve that problem. What's when I think about this, and Marco wrote an article about this just the other day. I'll just summarize it as surveillance. The scenario you just described is, and as an employee, we already give the right to the organization to look at what we do, monitor what we're doing, and analyze what we're doing. And I was just so, in that case, the company can protect itself from a bad actor inside. And I'm thinking it's very one-sided. Marco's article was very one-sided, and then as a society, we're kind of under the control of bigger entities who have all this data and all this power. Yet we're democratizing the ability to do some of these things, but we're not given the information to analyze, to do it. So in the one case of, I encourage everybody to read Marco's article, the one case he just described, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice as an employee to know, here's what the company's doing, here are the decisions they're making, here we're making a decision around how much we invest in this product, or if we try to release it sooner, or we cutting features, or we're not going to this event.
Style of management,
and which would flag something to say, maybe this position is at risk, or maybe my team is at risk, or maybe the business is at risk.
But then you present a different problem, intellectual property, and surveillance from the other side. Do we want Samsung to know Apple going to release the new iPod, or the new camera, or the new drone, the new car? So if too many people knows, and competitive intelligence become a problem. I do agree that better management need to tell the people where we're going, what is the business goal. Maybe not all the secret projects, but at least helping. In many cases, people burn out, people are not happy because they just feel they don't make any decisions, they have no impact, they have no idea. Was it basically like a small little wrench, small little knot somewhere?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, analyzing Slack channel conversations to find snippets of.
We're supposed to be.
Somebody's mood in the management team.
Copilot's supposed to analyze teams, and we have other UBA products supposed to connect there. But we're coming back to privacy, we're coming back to a much, like the biggest problem in data security even before. If you working, and as you mentioned, I monitor your laptop, and you now log into your bank, do I supposed to know? What if you need to check your blood test? You can tell me, Evgeniy, WTF, what are you doing blood test checking on your company laptop? Or why you log into your investing or to banks on a company laptop? But what if the company told me it's a BYOD? If I brought my own laptop, what do? There's a lot of parts that are strange. I was just talking to a friend of mine. They headquarters in Europe. They all have two phones in Europe. It's like, I'm going to vacation, I leave my work phone at home. Bye, see you in 5 weeks, We don't have this luxury in 5 weeks in North America, but it's a different story.
I think in some countries, it's the law, you can't work while you're off.
Yes.
So you have to leave your phone at home in some cases. So many things to consider.
Yes.
There's we haven't even touched on the ethical aspects of some of these things.
It's a different show. Next conference.
And of course, yeah, I'm sure a lot of the ethical stuff will be tested out in courts in some places. And it always fascinates me because the different regions around the world have different views on what's acceptable. Certainly when we start talking about privacy, what's acceptable. Some countries appreciate the warm blanket of the country supporting them and giving them, that's the right way to put it. It's less of a slap on the hand. It's more of a no, I'm protected from something bad happening to me because I'm contributing back to the environment. And then there are other places that are like, don't look at anything. I don't want you to see anything. So, Evgeniy,
Thank you.
I hope to see you in Toronto soon.
I'll be happy to see you as well.
Or in New York if you come down.
Maybe we'll do dinner in New York.
We do dinner in New York. There's plenty of places.
Sounds good
We
to
can
me.
have many New York dinners and not do with the same one twice.
I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do an event there.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Can figure that out. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned for more coming from Black Hat, BHUSA 25 at itsbmagazine.com.